Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm gonna be talking about block sanding your primer. Been asked several times. I've been getting a lot of emails as to how I block my primer perfectly. So in this video I'm gonna go step by step, showing you all the sanding grits I'm gonna be using. So let's just begin. Okay, let's begin. This panel is already sanded the way I sand them. Now let me show you how straight this panel is. For those people that commented that I'm doing it wrong, let me just show you. Get yourself a quick check. Spray it on. This is going to give you the illusion that it does have clear coat. And it's going to give you a better understanding of how straight this panel is. Look at it down the side. And you can see that the bodywork, which was only over here, was done perfect. The panels have been sanded perfect, and this panel is ready to paint. Okay, you saw how straight this panel is. Now let me show you with this door. This door hasn't been sanded, all I did was primered it and added a guide coat. That is where it's at right now. I'm going to show you step by step how you get this panel ready for paint. All right, first of all, I'm going to be using this block, which I'm going to be adding 180 grit right there. 180 grit, that's where I'm going to start sanding this panel. All right, all I'm going to do, go in a cross pattern motion. Let's start. Right there, as you can see, I'm going in a cross pattern motion. These are low spots. We're gonna have to eliminate them. I still have enough material, enough primer to eliminate them. Why am I not going all the way to the bottom? This has a little curve down here, which I'm gonna use a round block with 180 grit. But let me continue with this and go from there. I got myself a round block. I'm gonna do the bottom section first. Just continue moving in a cross pattern motion. Every time you have an indentation, you get yourself the block that is better for that position, which is this one has an indentation. The round block is a lot better. There you go. You saw how long it took for me to block this area, and that's the way it is, guys. Block sanding is the hardest thing, and it needs to be precise. Now, as you can see, I still have a lot of material that I can go through. Let me start on this top section, that way I can eliminate this section and continue. Now, as you guys can see, after a while of sanding with the 180 grit, we are good to go. All right, it's nice, smooth. That's not the final sand though. We still need to continue with 220. But let me sand this area. I'm gonna be doing the exact same thing. Let me sand this area, and I'll bring you back once this is sanded with 180. There it is. After sanding it with 180, everything is good to go. Now, what's next? We're going to be sanding it again with 220. But first, I'm going to add some guide coat. Right, we're going to be getting the block again, the same one, and we're going to be adding 220 grit to the block so that we can sand it. There you go. Let's begin. Again, guys, this was sanded with 220. Now, this is not the final sand. We still need to sand it some more. Now, I do have some epoxy primer showing which is no problem as long as there's no bare metal, and we are good to go. Right here I did burn through the bare metal. We're going to be applying some epoxy primer. So now I'm going to do this side. Let me finish up this side with the 220 and I'll bring you back. Now that everything has been sanded with 220 grit on this side and on that side, it's time for the next step. This is where I got a lot of comments. Now for the next step, I am going to be using the DA with an interface pad. It needs to have an interface pad and 320 grit sandpaper. Right here, guys, 320 grit sandpaper. And we're gonna sand everything with the DA. Now I'm gonna let the DA do the work. I'm not gonna pressure it, I'm not gonna tilt it. I'm just gonna lay it flat, let the DA and the sandpaper do the work. So all I'm gonna be doing is refining the 220 grit scratches that are in this panel. That is all I'm doing. So I'm letting the sandpaper and the DA do the work. And there it is. Now for the final sand, gonna get myself 400 grit with the DA, do the exact same thing, and we'll be done with the panel. There you go. Nice and straight, and it's finished at 400 grit. Now you want to check your work again. Quick check. And there you go. Now all that little specks that you see is dirt debris, guys. There's nothing wrong with the panel. I'm showing you how straight it is. It is perfect. Straight as an arrow, guys. There you go. Now, let me clean it up and I'm gonna show you something that I'm gonna do where these bare metal areas are and a little bit of body filler. Let me show you what I'm gonna do there. Now, you can apply some more primer and reblock it, okay, to cover these areas. But to me, that's waste of material. You already have it straight. These are the only areas that got a little bit of cut through. So what I'm gonna do, I got myself a 1K epoxy primer right there, guys, and apply it on the bare metal. For the body filler type, where I cut through the body filler, I use this one. All right, high build primer. This is real nice. It sands perfectly and leaves it like it's supposed to, like this. All right, so that's what I use, and everything should be ready for those for that paint. And this is it, guys. This is step by step as to how I block sand the primer to get this perfect panel as straight as possible. This is the other one, the one I showed you in the beginning. So I showed you how to do it. All right, thank you very much, guys. This will be it for this video. I hope you learned something, and for those comments, well, just keep them coming. That's fine. All right, thank you. I'll see you next coming weekend, and like always, stay safe and God bless.